So the other day we talked about this exercise and this exercise. And what you're trying to gain from that is when I squeeze my eye, you see how my muscle pulls in this way? And that creates a lot of these creases. So when I take these two and I pull apart, that allows my squeeze to utilize my whole muscle. And then this one's just a larger one. I like this one a lot better because then I can do this whole upper eye as well. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about eyelids today. One of my absolute favorite is to take my heel pads of my thumbs, my thumb pads, and press into these spots across the bone. So I'm not in where my eye is, I'm where the bone is. And release across. So you will just press and hold for a little bit and then press and hold. And you can do it in about 4 or 5 spots all the way across your eyebrows or across that bone. And that's really gonna give you a lot of release. What I have noticed is as gentle as this exercise is, and as little as it feels like it's doing, it gives me so much lift in my eyebrows. When I first started doing this, my eyebrows were actually on the edge of that bone. And now I have a ton of that space back where I can actually do this exercise and my eyebrows are up here, which is going to take away a lot of that sagginess in my eye, right? But you also have to think of certain factors, right? This tugging down is gonna pull my eyelids down. This tugging down is gonna pull my eyelids down. This sagging down is gonna pull my eyelids down. So doing all of your exercises together is going to benefit everything. So if you only focus on your eyes, you're not gonna get the full benefit because you're not releasing and lifting the muscles in the fascia that are tight from gravity and time and talking and clenching and all of those things, right? So another one that I love is to take the heel of your hands. Now this one can go really into your neck though. So a lot of the times I'll just take one hand and lift and press. I'm just creating that nice lift and then look down as far as you can and squeeze just a little bit. So you're not squeezing, but you're trying to close your eyelid. Now, my eyes are actually very different. So I do my exercises one eye at a time. When I show you, I usually show you both eyes. But I'm just giving that lift here into that fascia and my forehead, which is giving me a little bit of an eyebrow lift. And then I can close my eyes and squeeze or close more, right? I'm looking down. When I first started this, I couldn't even get my eyes closed. Now what that's doing is that's taking the tightness that's underneath your skin and that's allowing that to release and stretch. So your skin looks saggy, but it's not because it's overly stretched. It's because underneath is too tight and that's pulling that skin off from it. So I get a lot of kickback. I like to do it this way too. From people telling me you're stretching, you're stretching, you're stretching. Your skin is resilient. It's what's underneath that we're working with. So I'm working with the tightness in the muscle and the fascia that's underneath, which is going to then create more elasticity and it's going to take away a lot of that bagginess in my eyes. The next one would be, I just go right here to kind of hold this in place. So I'm not really pressing down, I'm just kind of holding my eye in place. And I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna blink. I like to blink looking all around because what that's doing for me is it's working not only my eye muscles, but different areas of my eyes. When I do a lot of these in place and I'm just looking straight down or straight up, I'm not feeling it as much as if I focus on an angle, then I can get this outer edge or through here. So there's a big difference in where you're looking and where you're gonna feel things, and you're gonna have to play with that with yourself and your body. So doing these blinks is going to also help tone up that actual eyelid area. I'm going to do another video with a different exercise set on there, but we were talking more specifically just eyelids. So pressing through here, creating that lift, right? And you can see how I want to pull into here, creating that lift, and then looking down and blinking or coming to a shake. And then also my blinks through here. So these are all going to help specifically in that upper eyelid area.